guys, out again today. I've come out to Micks' place. This fence line here used to hold quite a few rabbits, but we didn't do it a lot because there was so much growth around it. There was all these bushes along here, and Micks obviously cleared all this out with a bulldozer or something. He's pulled all the box thorns down, so now we've got access to all these burrows. I don't know if he's been poisoning them or what, but he grows lucerne out here, which is why he's cleared all this. He's obviously trying to do something with get rid of a few of the rabbits, because he has quite a few on this fence line. Looks like he's cleared it all and burnt it. So that's going to give us access to a few of the burrows we didn't previously have. There was a few burrows out here. Looks like he's ripped them all up. The ones I'm mainly concerned about were along this fence. There was a big burrow out here too, which has all been ripped up. But we've got access to these ones now, where previously we didn't have any access. Looks like there's been a few foxes here too. So I'm just having a bit of a look now to see what I'm going to be doing. Yeah, I couldn't do any of these. It was just big box thorns all the way through here. And you couldn't ferret these. Now obviously I can, which is good for me. That's Micks' place over there. There's quite a few burrows out near his house as well. But I won't get stuck into these today. I'll do the long nets on these, and I'll work my way along the fence line here. See all these prickly box thorns. It was just all a big mass of bushes here, and you couldn't ferret these at all. Well, you could, but you needed 2 or 3 people to stand on one side of the fence, because there was a fence line through here, which is now gone too. And someone on this side, and you couldn't see through it. The box thorns were thick. But see, now I've got access to all these burrows. So it'll probably take me a day or two to work my way along here. I'm just having a bit of a look at the moment, just to have a big burrow in here I can do now. I've got access to all these now, it's fantastic. But he would have been poisoning these, shooting them. Look at all the rabbits sitting out on the track up there. Go get them. So there's a few rabbits. It's a big burrow up here. I'll have a look at. I can see 2 or 3 of them still sitting on that burrow there. It's all fresh digging here too. So still quite a few rabbits here anyway. When I pulled up, there was probably a lot of footprints on this burrow. You couldn't do any of these burrows. That one's still sitting there. I'll do that burrow up there, and then I'm going to come down and probably do this one. I've got access to all of these now, it's great. But there was a fence line along here that he's pulled the fence down. Another big burrow in here. It's not a big burrow, but it's a burrow. Yeah, he's just bulldozed it all up. There's the old fence line there, and he's just burnt all the bushes. So he's obviously going to run a new fence line, unless he's bought the property next door. And this paddock here has got a lot of rabbits in it too. A lot of burrows in it. You can't see them from here, but there's a lot of 3-corner jacks in that paddock. Big burrow here, look at this. Got access to all this now. Now I can just put the long nets right around it and drop the ferrets in. Fantastic. This is where I've seen all the rabbits dropping into this burrow here. Where this comes out, shoots off both ways. rabbits that were along this fence line, and he grows all loose in here, you can imagine the amount of damage that the rabbits were actually doing and how much of his crop they were eating. So it's no wonder he's bulldozed it all down and wants to get rid of them. But that's good because it gives me access. Another burrow here. And I've done quite a few burrows in this paddock in the past. Another burrow here. And that's Andrew's orchard next door. If you watch my YouTube, you would have seen Andrew's at some point. He's got a lot of burrows along that other fence line. Across here too. There's another big burrow out there. Another burrow just in here. Where the dogs are. Alright, so that's what I'll be up to today. I don't know how long it'll take me to do this fence line, probably a couple of days. There's a big burrow out here. There's another few burrows along that fence line up there. Alright, I'll just go back, set up the long nets, and I'll put the camera back on one side to get going. But there is a lot of fresh digging, so he's obviously got into them, and he would have poisoned them for sure. But as you can see, there's that many of them, they're still here. Alright guys, I'll get back to you. Still on my way back. Beautiful morning. I've got 6 ferrets with me today. I've got the General, Trixie, Grace, Chase, and I've also got Jess and Tess back out now. They had their litter and they're back in action. They're back into the team today, so they'll be raring to go. They haven't been out for about 18 weeks. Yeah, also got Charlie coming over today. He's bringing a few of his ferrets over for me to have a look at. He breeds ferrets for colour, and he's got some pieballs he's bringing over. So I'll get them on camera too and give you a bit of a look at them later. He's coming over this afternoon. I told him I'll be out here until at least lunchtime. And it's not long come daylight. Took me about 20 minutes to drive from my house to this spot, the Micks place. There is a bunch of burrows you would have seen on my YouTube along that fence there too. Across the road I've got permission, over here I've got permission. All on that side of the road as well. So there's a lot of rabbits that this area actually holds. But it's fantastic I've got access to this now. I'm really happy about that, so I'll get into them now because Mick will end up ripping all this for sure before he puts his new fence in. So I'll get in and clean a few up before he does that. There was a burrow just down here too. That one looks like it's still there. I didn't see anything sitting on the way. Never usually get much out of it anyway, but that one on the fence there I normally get a few out of. But anyway, I'll do these 2 burrows first and then move down. Thank you guys. Alright guys, I made a bit of a judgment call. I got the long net going all the way around here. It's a really large burrow. As you can see, it stretches all the way back there. You'll see as I'm filming, right up to here, all the way around. But because he's bulldozed it, a lot of the holes they're covered over, so there's a lot of dead ends, and what the ferrets are doing is they're running the rabbits to the dead ends and they're killing them there. So decided to put a few trackers on the ferrets so that if any of them get stuck in behind, I'm going to be able to find them and dig them out. And digging in this ground is not easy, mate. I tell you, I'm had to use the hammer to hammer all of these pegs in So the ground may look sandy, but it's rock solid. An inch under the top, mate, it's as hard as a rock. Like if you look at how hard this ground is, you'll never dig it with a shovel. There's no way, mate. But if they get stuck, I've got no choice. Anyway, that's a judgment call I made. There's a burrow here. I'm going to quickly run a ferret through it. Probably get the general out, run him through. I'm not going to net it or anything. I'm just going to. They're normally going to run either to that burrow or that burrow. Probably try and head to that one, and if they do, they're just going to hit the long net. It's only got 3 holes. It's not that big. I never usually get anything out of it, but I'll give it a go. Oh, 4 holes. Another hole here. I forgot about that one. Let's just hope they don't run over this way. Stand over here. If they go to that burrow there, they're in trouble. If they go to this one, hopefully the dogs will pick them up before they get there. Well, I never usually get anything out of it at all, which is weird. There's a burrow right here they always go in. This one's always here, but never seem to do any good out of it. See. It's a nice spot to give the dogs a run, especially if they try and head over here. Would have heard something then. In a bolt hole, yep. Oh. Go, 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 go! He'll get away. Oh no, he might not. Oh. Thought he was going to head to that burrow then, but he didn't. Good chase though. Good boy. Good girl. Good girl. Watch him. Bit of action. I never bowled anything out of this. That's unbelievable. But the last 3 times I've done this burrow, I've got nothing at all. So it just goes to show, doesn't it? What I might do, get Chase out. Actually, this is Tess. Well, it was Chase. Chase is in there too, though. Make sure her collar's on. On. It's on now. Over here. There she goes. Just heard something then. Move. It's Chase, a pink-eyed doe. So the general's pushing a few out on his own, which is good. He's not catching them all. He'll only get better and better as he gets more work. I mean, he's good now, but he's not going to catch it. There's a burrow right there. But that's 2 I would have got. Anyway, I've got the net there, so as soon as the ferrets come up, I'll move them over. I just wanted to give the dogs a bit of a run, and I've achieved that. Ferret. This is the general, because he's got no tracker on. Dot, 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 dot. Oh, back down. He's working really good. There he is. Dot, 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 dot. And where's that one that got away from me? There she is. I think that's going to be it for this burrow. Alright guys, there's the general. I'm going to put him on his own. Got the long neck going all the way around this now, which is fantastic. And this is the burrow that I lost Stumpy in a long time ago. There used to be a big blackberry bush here. I suspect it was a snake. Anyway, there goes the general. Let's see what he can do on his own. Oh, there's one. There he is. Alright, mine, Fleet, good boy. Bloody hell, the dog's got into him a bit. Mixo, which is good. Looks like he's had it and recovered. He's a big old buck, that one. So that's the general, going good on his own. Came out right behind that rabbit. At least he didn't catch it and kill it. Big deep burrow this side. You can see how deep it is here. I mean, a bloody fox could live in there. And they do get quite a few foxes out here, I can tell you. I had a couple of them come into my backyard still. I've got 3 of my chooks about 2 weeks ago. There is a lot of 3-corner jacks in these paddocks. So if you see the dogs tentative, or when the ferrets come out they look like they're walking funny, it's because they're getting pricked by the 3-corner jacks. Bindy eyes, whatever you want to call them. Because there's millions in this paddock. And I've pulled a couple out of the dog's feet already. I'll just drop another ferret in. Quite large underground, this burrow. Like I said, I know it stretches out here somewhere. It's probably a dead end now. The dog limping. These bloody jacks, mate, you're bad. They're all getting stuck in my feet too. Actually, I've got 2 ferrets here, I'll get them both out. Who have we got here? Tess. Jess and Tess. I'll be happy to be out. Just drop one in there. "18 weeks I haven't been out for." Straight back into it. Keeping 3 out of those 2, 3 young ferrets. I've picked them out now. So the dog's holding his foot up because he's got one of those jacks in his feet. There's the general. Back down. Fleet, come. How you going, buddy? All right, mate? The trouble you do get when you cover these burrows in like that, like this, is you get a lot of dead ends for the rabbits to hold up in, and the ferrets just sit there scratching on their ass. There's the general. These 3-corner jacks are bloody annoying. Still young, the general, not even a year old. Look. To go and lay a bit of pipe. These 3-corner jacks. Shocking things, mate. Actually going to change this camera. I'll get back to you guys. I've got to change this camera because it's too heavy. The case is too heavy. I haven't spotted Jess and Tess since I put them down. Just want to check Cass's feet. She's limping a bit. Here, Cass. Cass. Come here. Here. Yep, look at that. There you go, mate. You're running a bit of pipe, are you?
Yeah. Just not finished at your house.
No. I'm a mate of Micks.
Oh, yeah.
He's just cleared all the fence line. I'm just cleaning up the rabbits, mate.
Yeah, no, just some plumbing at this house.
Yeah, it's Craig's. I don't do his place much because there's a lot of bindi eyes, you know.
Indies.
Yeah, the whole paddocks are full of them. Bit rough on the dogs and ferrets, you know. Even the burrows, they go down into the burrows and you put the ferrets in, they get stuck in their feet too. But the dogs really struggle, so I try and keep on the Micks. He hasn't got so many. I try and stay on Micks because he hasn't got so many. But this paddock here's got plenty in it, mate. A lot of rabbits in it, but it's tough going on the dogs, so I don't do it much.
He's got good grass with his apes in there.
Yeah. See, that's why he wants to get rid of the rabbits to loosen, you know. They are.
Have you got more? Or is it 3?
Just these 3 dogs.
Yeah.
And I've got half a dozen ferrets with me.
Hey, do you have any of these houses?
Sorry?
Do you have any of these houses?
Any,
Of these houses?
do I own any?
Yeah.
No, I live in a chuka, mate.
Oh. Alright. Might see you later.
Alright, buddy, have a good day. Buddy. These bindi eyes, murder on the dogs, look at that. Come here. Get this rabbit. Come. Move. Dog slim one. These ferrets are taking a while, so I've got a tracker. I'll put it on Grace. She'll probably go down to where they are. There's one now. She's covered in blood. Dot, 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 dot. That's a general. Oh no, they're all coming out now. So they've obviously killed one. And that's what would have happened. I would have been down there and I would have just been on a rabbit. I weren't in there that long, maybe 10 minutes. So I would have gone in there and maybe killed 1 or 2. So I thought I'll put a tracker on Grace and put her in. Hoo, 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 hoo. base. So she's out here. She's right there. And she's moved. Hoo, hoo, hoo. Came out, ran in there. You'll see the Trixie will come out behind it. Now she had a hold of that rabbit over there. And it got away from her and came out. Had that been the general, there's no way it wouldn't have got away. There's no way. She's all the way out here. Right there. So you see how extensive they are underground. The ferrets is out. The Trixie's was over here, now she's over there, and it's only one hole. Dot, 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 dot. So when you see how extensive that one hole burrow is, it goes out underneath the car, all the way over there, all the way under the car, and then over there. Imagine how complex it is underground with all these holes. Definitely something going on there. Here she is. She's killed one in there, for sure. So what I've done is I started the burrow up here and I'm working my way up. Hoo, hoo, hoo. That come out of there, that was the one that... Okay, mine, Cass, Fleet. There's another one. Hit the other net over there, dogs have got it. Now they're starting to move. That's good, they got him out of the net for me. A few sticks. Trixie, she'll find her way back down. Tighten this up a bit. Oh yes, Fleet, well done mate. Good boy Fleet, come. Fleet, good boy. Good dogs. Good dogs. Good boy mate. Good boy, good girl. Good catch by Fleet then. Hoo! Oh, they got another one. Good dogs. Good dogs. Good dogs. Mine. Good dogs. Good girl. Ferrets are going good. 3 ferrets out. Dot, 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 dot. Dot, 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 dot. Dot, 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 dot. Dot, 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 dot. Damn prickles. The dogs are working good. They missed a couple over here, but can't really blame them. When you see all these bloody prickles that are in the ground, it's a wonder they run at all. He looked like he'd been chewed by a ferret, that one. Alright, mine. Cass, Spleet, mine. Spleet. Cass, Spleet, mine. 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 Spleet. Good boy. What's going on? Dog's heard something. And there'd still be quite a few in there, that's for sure. But you won't get them all, it's too extensive. Like, the ferrets only have to turn left instead of turn right, and they miss a whole section. There's another one up there. Oh, they heard something. There he goes. Bang. Okay, mine. Spleet. Oh, dog's got another one. Good dogs. Good dogs, bring to me. Here. Nice big one too. Good dogs. Good dogs. Good dogs. Ferrets are working brilliant. There's only 3 in there too. Trixie, Chase and Jess. Oh, actually Grace is in there, sorry. Grace, Chase and Trixie. There's Grace. Actually, it's Chase. It's so alike. Oh, it's Grace. Good girl, Grace. You're getting on a bit, aren't you, girl? There's Chase, which is Grace's daughter. Pink eyes though. You reckon that's it? Grace is getting tired. She's getting on a bit now, Grace. This is probably going to be her last year. I mean, she's 5 this year. And she's done a ton of work, so if you get 5 years out of a ferret that's done as much work as her, and breeding, etc., you've done well. So we'll see how she goes, but she's just starting to slow up a bit now. So I might get this year out of her, and then I'll probably retire it, because come here, Fleet. That's what I mean about it. It's a wonder the dogs run at all. Watch and see what I pull out of his foot. Look at that. Dot, 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 dot. Trixie. Starting to warm up now. But that's good now, you come out and get quick half a dozen rabbits. And if I keep working, you know, I'll probably end the day with, I don't know, be 20 or 30 easy. I've got plenty of ferrets, but I don't like to work working too much when it's hot. It's not real hot, but it's getting that way. There's the other one. Pick her up too. She doesn't want to come yet. I'll pick them all up and I'll gut these rabbits, and then I'll make a decision about what I'm going to do. Alright guys, I'll get back to you soon. Well, we're all packed up now, guys. We've pushed 8 out of there. They are there. Got all the rabbits back, starting to warm up, and Charlie's coming over, so I better get going. I'll be back out here again tomorrow morning, and I'll continue down this fence line. I'll probably bring the GoPro out and take a bit of footage. Ferrets worked really good. Happy with the general today. Didn't have to wait for him, and he did kill 1 or 2. But I didn't have to wait for him. He just sort of killed them and stayed on them maybe 5 minutes and came out, so that was good. Grace was the only one that we had to wait for. She was stuck in here for about 10 minutes, and that was about it. So very, very good day. Anyway guys, said it before, say it again, whatever you're doing in life, make sure you enjoy it. Life goes past just way too fast. Bye bye for now.